How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Hall of Film. Now, today is the first part of a multi-part end-of-year collaboration project that I have put together with some of my favourite people who are also podcasters and people who make content in the movie space. Now, I am so honoured that the first part of this are with two of the most loveliest people in the movie space and one of the best podcasts as well. It is from Movies and Us, Jennifer Hahn and Sarah Callan, and I hope you guys enjoy listening.
Hello, hello. My name is Jennifer Hahn. I'm from the Movies and Us podcast.
And I am Sarah Callan. I'm also from Movies and Us.
And we are a film podcast show where we love to talk about the intersection of movies, stories, and connection. And we're so excited to be part of this end of the year collab segment. So thank you to Morgan for letting us be a part of this and share some favorites from the year, some least favorites from the year, lots of things. These are a juicy list of questions. So we're excited to dive in.
Yes, this should be so much fun. And if you want more of our content, you can just search for Movies and Us in your favorite podcast app. You can find us on YouTube as well at Movies and Us Pod. Go subscribe over there. And then you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky. I think that's it. At Movies and Us Pod. So yeah, come hang out, follow us as we talk about movies.
All right. Well, let's dive into these questions. So the first one is, we're starting out with some favorites of the year. What are your top 5 films of the year and why? And I have to say, I really appreciate that we don't have to rank them because that's really hard.
Yes.
And I know you hate having to do that.
I do.
Just a basket of goods.
Yes. And I still want to give a caveat to my basket of goods in that we are recording this at the beginning of December. And I have so many 2025 movies still to watch on my list. So like this list is going to look very different by the end of the year. I'm certain. As of right now, when we're recording, my top 5 films in no particular order are Sinners, Hedda, It Was Just an Accident, Honey June, and One Battle After Another.
Ooh, a great collection of films. Oh my gosh. Some of them I haven't seen, some of them I've seen and we've reviewed on the pod. This is a great list. So good. My list of 5 are Black Bag, Frankenstein, Sinners, Honey June, and DJ Ahmed.
I knew it. I'm so pleased. There were some that I didn't put on my list because I was like, this is going to be on Jen's list. So at least it will be represented.
Yes.
So I don't need to have it on my list.
Honestly, I'm like, thank you for putting One Battle After Another on your list so that the internet warriors will not come for us. So like we have the representation between the two of us, which is very good. Yeah. But Sinners and Honey June on both of our lists. They're such different films, but both so important and so impactful. Such clarity of vision from those creators, from Millennium T. Morrell for Honey June and from Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Such gems, honestly, highlights from the year. So,
absolutely. Yeah. Ugh, such great movies. I love our lists.
I love our lists too. This is a wonderful little echo chamber that we have here.
Yes.
It's great. Okay, well, switching atmosphere.
Yes.
A least favorite film of the year and why?
I think our least favorite is going to be the same.
I have a feeling it might be as well.
Okay. I do have a couple of other alternates, but my least favorite, half of the internet is not going to be happy with my least favorite choice. The other half is going to agree with me, and that is Eddington.
Oh, a different choice for me.
Ooh,
wow.
excellent.
Oh, wow. You're about to piss off 50%
I know.
of the
I'm so
world.
sorry. I understand a lot of people love this movie, and I think that's great. I hated every second of it. And that's just my opinion.
I think you came out of the theater and texted me and was like, I need to go on a walk right now. I need to go touch grass. I need to look at trees. I need to, yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. There was another dude in my viewing experience of this film, and he walked out halfway through the film. And I was
Love
like,
that for him.
man, I wish that I could do that too.
Unfortunately, we were reviewing that one, so you had to endure the rest of
Mhm.
that experience. I'm so sorry
Yep,
for you, but
yep. But then we
yeah, but
pivoted and we reviewed something else instead.
people love that. Some people really find
Mhm.
that to be an incredible piece of
Yeah.
work, and there's very clearly, like, a point to be made that they see in that film, so I'm happy for those people, I suppose.
Yeah.
They
But
got a
I
piece
think
of
that
great
is the
film.
beauty of film, is, like, we can
Yeah.
watch something and have 2 vastly different reactions, and that's okay. So
Okay,
please don't at me about my
my
hatred of
choice
Eddington.
my choice for this category, I think, is correct. It is just true. So unlike Eddington, I don't think that there's room for debate. I'm joking. There's always room for debate, of course. We welcome all opinions and voices. But Death of a Unicorn, I don't
Mhm.
think this is quality filmmaking.
Nope.
It's a movie. It got made. Maybe some people had like a fun time with it, but this is not like the filmmaking that I think audiences deserve, and I'm upset that it got made. I'm upset that resources and talent was spent on it to bring that film to life, 'cause there it's truly just, like, poor screenwriting and then visually also
Oh,
terrible.
so bad.
So, Death of a Unicorn is, like, what filmmaking should not be, just, like, cheap,
Mm.
easy, mindless entertainment that is, like, poorly executed and, like, does not have standards for itself. So, that's my rant is over for Death of a Unicorn.
No, it was good. That was one of my alternates that I
Oh,
wrote down. My list is Eddington and then Death of a Unicorn right underneath it. So I am with you. I think my favorite part of Death of a Unicorn was the fact that we got to talk about it with Matt and Hannah at or
yeah.
Horror Hour with the Hannahs, and that conversation was so much fun. But the movie itself was not a good time.
As we, like, ripped that movie to shreds
We sure
together. It was a
did.
great bonding experience. I think that's the first time we had them on the pod too, and we're like,
Yes, it was.
"Gosh, welcome, guys. It's
Ugh.
great to bond over bad things."
Yeah, we had a blast. It was so much
It was
fun.
so fun. Okay, next question. Biggest disappointment of the year? This is an interesting one, actually, like, it's
Mhm.
so different in nature from the other categories. It's very different from least favorite. It's a different tone. So, yeah. Biggest disappointment of this year. What's your choice?
I'm going to say sorry in advance to you, Jen, for what my answer is going to be.
No. I'm mad about it already.
It it I don't think
Oh.
it is what you think it is.
Oh,
Though I
okay.
did consider that movie. This is a different movie. I think we're gonna see if we're on the same wavelength.
Okay.
My choice is highest to lowest.
That's what I thought you were gonna pick.
Okay.
I had a feeling. To be fair,
Yeah.
this is actually I have 2 on my list, and this is also on my list, but I actually,
Nice.
like, enjoyed parts of that movie and think it
You
is
did.
not worth all of the critiques that it's getting, but yeah. Okay, tell me why highest to lowest.
I was so looking forward to this film. I love Denzel Washington. The man can do no wrong. You will never convince me that he yeah, he's just great. He's great all the time. And you have Spike Lee, who is also just a interesting filmmaker. He always has something interesting to say. I was so excited about this film. The mistake that I made is I watched the original High and Low. That was my mistake, if I'm being completely honest here, because I loved that movie. It's so good. It's so interesting. There's so many great things about it. And then I watched Highest to Lowest and I just went, "Excuse you. Why did we need to do this?" So yeah, I was very excited about the film and then yeah, did not enjoy the end result of that film. Though Denzel is still great as always. He gives a good performance. The movie does a disservice to his greatness, and that is upsetting.
This is a great choice. This is a great choice because it like, you from a filmmaker that has so much to say. I actually think highest to lowest what we got still has a lot to say,
It
but it
does.
also features, like, one of the acting stars, diamonds of our time too, and this film could have been so much better
Mhm.
than it is. There's a lot of flaws in it, and there's also some interesting choices that it makes that, gosh, just makes you mourn for the multiverse where another version of Highest to Lowest was just better executed, a little bit
Mhm.
tighter, some better, like, emotional beats too. So, yeah, this is a great choice. My
What is
pick for
yours?
this is maybe the other thing that you were thinking that I was
Mm.
thinking. Let's see if we mind melded in both directions. It's Kogonada's A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
Mm. Mhm.
I'm a huge fan of Kogonada. You are as well. We've
Yes.
raved about his previous work. There's so much depth and nuance, and his films are so deeply emotional without being emotional on the surface. And I don't know. I just was so excited to see what he was going to do next. He just does something interesting and fresh, and he did something
Mhm.
interesting with this one. So I think the problems with this film are in the
Mhm.
screenwriting
Yep.
aspects of it. It's visually very stunning. There's some choices that I just think could have been different, but I don't know, it didn't come together. I know a lot of people are feeling very seen by this film and emotionally connected to it. I didn't, and I was hoping that I would. So my choice is Coconada's Big Bold Beautiful Journey. But it don't matter because both Spike and Coronado we're gonna show up for every time for whatever they
Absolutely.
do because they've proven themselves
Mhm.
leaps and bounds with their previous work, and so, like, they've
Yep.
got it. They've got that it factor that's fresh and different from the rest of the industry, and we're gonna show up for that every single time.
Oh, absolutely. But I think the moral of this section is everyone, instead of watching Highest to Lowest, go watch High and Low. And instead of watching A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, go watch Columbus.
Yes.
Okay? So many people have not heard of Columbus. Go watch it. It's a fantastic little quiet film and really shows the magic of Kogonada.
Mhm. Yes, yes, that is Kogonada gem work
Mhm.
right there, yeah. Okay, what was the pleasant shock of the year? Also an interestingly framed question.
So interesting. Okay. This was an interesting one for me, but the film that I am going to choose, actually we watched together at the Seattle International Film Festival this year. We picked a few films that we were going to go see, and I was interested about all of them. I did not expect to be absolutely blown away by this film, and that is DJ Ahmet.
I'm so happy. This
It
feels so
is
much.
it is just a phenomenal film. It has so many emotionally resonant moments. It is filmed beautifully. The cinematography is super interesting. There are so many great, like, musical moments and the way that the sound is designed to really immerse you in this world, and I expected to go to SIFF and watch a few movies and have a good time, but I didn't expect to be absolutely blown away by a film, and that's exactly what DJ Ahmed did for me. So, that's my pleasant shock.
That's a great choice and pleasant indeed.
Yes.
What a joy this film is.
Mhm.
I honestly follow so closely their entire Instagram page because I'm
As you
just
should.
hoping, waiting for them to get picked up by distribution deals so that more people can
Mhm.
see this film. Because I feel like I talk about it a lot, and then I'm like, I hope you can see it soon. So, yeah, this is a great choice. My pleasant shock of the year, I wrote down Begonia being somewhat palatable and not as out there as I expected it to be.
Wow,
It was
okay.
shocking to me. Yorgos is typically in his previous work so bold. I guess that's the right word to say. He's bold, he's ambitious, he has so much like ideas and visuals and twisted concepts that he wants to put to the screen. And Begonia was a lot more tame than I expected that film to be about a topic like the premise. The premise is like cognitively more wild than the actual like experience of the film itself. And that's really interesting to me because I think it makes it easier for me to recommend to people. And it's an important film that covers like a lot of themes around like AI and conspiracy theories and technology and multi-billion dollar companies running everything. And it's to be so great for people to experience and watch it. It's got stars that people know. And so it being more tame and more like accessible to a mass audience is shocking to me and pleasant so I can like recommend more good films to people to go see. And people have heard about this movie. Emma Stone's in it. There's so much marketing around this film. So that was a surprising shock to me.
That is, yeah, that is quite a shock.
Yep. Okay, the next question is Who is the breakout star of 2025? It can be an actor or director.
Yeah, so I have to go with Chase Infinity.
That was my choice too.
Yes!
Nice.
Nailed it.
Tell
Wow.
me your thoughts about why she's your pick.
I mean, she is just phenomenal in One Battle After Another, and seeing that, like, quality of a performance from someone who is newer to the acting scene, and also the way that she has just captivated people too. So I think her performance in the film, absolutely wonderful, but also to see kind of like her rise in, culture and all of that, I think also shows that she really is a breakout star, and she is that part of that, like, next wave and, like, next generation of movie stars. So, I'm so excited for her, so excited to see what she might do next.
Yeah, and she's the type of star that brings so much, like, emotional nuance to her performance. I think
Mhm.
she's essential in One Battle After Another, a film that has gotten so much love by critics and the masses, and she is the other axis of that movie
Mm.
opposite Leo and held her own so incredibly well against, like, one of the greatest stars of our generation, of the movie stars,
Mhm.
in Leo, and she held up so well. I think it's gonna be fascinating to see her career choices next because there have been breakout performances like this from young stars that have been incredible, but then they kinda peter out and they don't pick things that allow them to fully shine, and
Mhm.
I think it'll be fascinating to see if she can continue to build on the momentum of One Battle After Another and use that to catapult her into the next big thing. So I'm excited to see what she does next, but I think she's got a lot of talent in there and holds her own in One Battle After Another, which is a tough movie to land
Mhm.
well.
Absolutely. Ugh, she's so good in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, another fun, juicy question from Morgan. If no one has watched a film this year, which I know people that are like that, what do you recommend? They're just like, haven't gone to see a movie in a while. What would you vehemently advocate for them?
Yes, the movie that I am advocating for is Sinners. It
Okay.
is it's just so good.
Thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
From, like, a movie perspective, absolutely fantastic. There's so many great filmmaking components in it. Just it's stellar on every level across the board. But then if you go deeper, there's so many layers and themes to the story. There's so much history that is brought into this. It is part of the culture now. Like, there's just so much jam-packed into this movie so that no matter which angle you look at it, there is something interesting and deep to be mined there, in addition to being just a really fun movie to watch. So, yeah, I think for me, Sinners is the one. If you have not seen a movie from 2025, you gotta see Sinners.
Mhm. Yeah. This is my choice too because it's this rare film that is so entertaining for the masses. It's a great time at the movies.
Mhm.
It's a genre film. It's playing with those ideas, but also is so fun to watch. It's got star power.
Mhm.
I mean, everyone in this film is a star, truly,
Yeah, it's
and
true.
and there's a lot of, like, acting talent that's there, so incredible performances, and the text itself is actually so rich and multi-layered. It has layer 1 depth if that's all you want and just wanna have a good time and think a little bit, but if you also wanna go so deep to unpack all of the exciting parts of the backstory and the intentional choices and costume choices, all those little choices that bring this message and this mission to life, there's that for you too. Sinners reminds me a lot of Parasite in that it is
Mhm.
somehow able to hit 150 in both of those categories of mass entertainment appeal that the people will go see and have a good time with, and also have such a rich text that, as a film lover, is so exciting for us to see and as mission driven as well. So I've thought about this film so much this entire year, and I'm using it in this question because it's specifically, if no one has watched a film this year, what do you recommend? Because that's the type of person that I would want to go see Sinners and realize, one, gosh, I had an amazing time. But two, man, I didn't realize movies could be like this. I forgot movies could be like this again. And hopefully that same person next year will go watch a lot more movies, you know? So yeah, that's why Sinner is my choice as well.
I mean, we're just out here advocating for Sinners to like single-handedly save movies. And
Yeah, really.
honestly, if one movie from 2025 could do it, it's Sinners. It's
Yes.
that good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's genius. Genius strategically,
Mhm.
artistically, like in every category, it is made
Yeah.
all of the right choices. And you can't really say that about a lot of movies, you know?
Yeah.
And a movie that like your friend who doesn't really watch movies that much and like dabbles occasionally, like will you can confidently recommend and will have an amazing time.
And
That's
I
also a whole filter and lens to think about too.
Yeah, I did that this year. I saw Sinners, I think on the Friday that it came out, and I told my roommates about it, and they went and saw it the next day, and they don't go see movies in movie theaters. So, like,
Mhm.
this is one of those movies, and they had a great time. So,
Mhm.
this is one of those movies you can tell your friends who are not movie people to go see it, and it is, oh, it's quite an experience.
I had a friend after going to see Sinners, come back and be like, "Jen, why didn't you tell me about Sinners?" And I'm like, "Well, because every other film that I've recommended to you, you haven't gone to go see. So I just assume you're not interested, but noted, and I will now send you a lot more recommendations, shamelessly, for you to go watch more movies." So that
Amazing.
is the ultimate glowing review, is your friend coming back being like, how dare you not tell me about this movie? Because I just had an incredible life-changing experience going to watch Sinners. So, that is what we hope this no one in the question, that one
Mhm.
person will experience when they go watch the Sinners. Okay, let's move it along before we
Yep.
make this a
Okay.
Sinners
Yeah,
episode.
we've gushed too much about Sinners.
Okay, so this is an interesting question. What's one thing you want to see change about the industry going into next year?
Yes. So I would like to see more original stories. We got quite a few this year, but I would like more of that. We don't have to do, the millionth sequel or the millionth Marvel movie. Like, let's do something else. And then the other thing that I would like to see is better lighting, better coloring, because there I went on a whole rant about this the other day, and I'm gonna go on a little mini rant now, but there were a few movies this year that were just so dark, and I felt like an old person, and I was like, "I can't see what's going on the screen. What are we doing, y'all?" So I would like to request movies to just look better. I don't know, man. We can do better. We have the technology. I should be able to see what's going on, even if a scene is supposed to be dark.
Mhm. Nice, nice. Well, this is a great choice. She has a whole soapbox about this,
I do,
and
I
so
do.
are
That was
most
my
folks.
mini rant. I think I
It's
did
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, that was a lot of restraint. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have on here more independent original stories from indie creators. We'd love to. That's been the case basically the whole time the industry's existed. So this is nothing new, and I will say this until the day I die, because I think that there will always be more room for that. The other thing that I think is interesting in light of the recent Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition, which the internet is blowing up about, is longer theater releases and more films that get theater release opportunities. I'm a
Mhm,
huge
mhm.
advocate for experiencing the art in the medium that it was created for. And
Yeah.
the theater, a giant screen with good quality audio in a dark room with many people, is the way that this medium is meant to be seen and experienced for the art form to truly like have the most expressiveness.
Mhm.
It's so important, and kind of the new direction that this now acquisition is looking to make of like shorter theater releases like really pains me. And so I would love to see not only longer theater releases for things that are getting theater releases, but more films that also get to have a theater release as well would be fabulous. It's like if you're a fan of music, it's like if you've only experienced music on digital on your Apple AirPod headphones, that is not the way that like Freddie Mercury was meant to be experienced live, and so that is the comparison that I'll make, and I'm going to stop talking before I, spin myself into an angry spiral. So,
No, it
I
was
would
so
love,
good.
yeah, more theater experiences.
No, that is a great choice. Can I times 2 to that? Because that's yes, 100%.
So good.
More theater releases. There are so many movies that, like, they get a Netflix release, and I'm like, this would be so much better in the theater." Like, I
Yeah.
have a big TV, I have a good sound system, but, like, man, there's just no replacing that theater experience, so,
It's not the
ugh,
same, yeah.
yes, more of that would be lovely.
Mhm. Okay, what trends from 2025 do you want to carry on into 2026?
Filmmakers being given the space and money they need to make their passion projects. So
Mhm.
things like Sinners and Frankenstein, which you loved, Anemone, which I liked and you hated. So
Yeah.
things like that, giving people who have a vision, are creative, give them the money and the time and the space to bring the thing to life in the way that they want to bring it to life.
+1. Yeah,
Yes.
this is good. I feel like we're just breaching a good word.
I know, right? We're a really good echo chamber. We're good at this.
Yeah. But hopefully, listener, you also feel very passionate about this and are just like, yes, plus wanting to us as you're listening to this. Because if you are a film lover, I'm sure these things are just like near and dear to
Mhm.
all of our hearts. Mine, I am I I'm saying this with, caution because there's some things that have been, funky in this area, but I do think it's interesting. There's a lot of films in 2025 that have been about the state of society today, conspiracy theorists, the division, AI is a common, thread in a lot of the, media that we're consuming now, and then, the throes of, multi-billion dollar companies,
Mhm, mhm.
and I think art is always an interesting medium to explore those things or to, like, unpack what that looks like and shine a light on them, so, Bologna, Eddington, One Battle After Another, all are covering, gosh, what is the state of our society today? And kind of taking them into, more interesting premises, so it's taking a real world dynamic and exploding it out into a different realm to kinda get to the essence of it or try to have something to say about it. And I say that as caution because sometimes it can get really funky when we do this, but I do think, the endeavor of that is important and necessary for us to shape and move our collective psyches about, the state of where we're headed in a better direction, and films have always been a powerful medium to do that. Like, sci-fi and a lot of the films in, the '80s did so much of this around, the fears around technology, and so we could explore our feelings or feel seen in our feelings or maybe course correct a little bit in some small way. So I love films that have, a societal commentary baked into their premise or their story, and I would love to see more of that. I think it's important for us.
Mhm. Yeah, stories help us understand ourselves and our world better. So, yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's great, and also just a way for us to, like, build more empathy for each other too,
Yeah.
I think that that's also been a theme of a lot of the films is, what does it mean to be human? And, like, coming back into our humanity when it's so easy to be dehumanized and dehumanize others, and film has a really great way of, like, bringing us back to what does it mean to be human? What does it
Mhm.
mean to, I don't know, live this life? So,
Yeah.
yeah, more empathetic stories, more stories with something to say about our world, help us better understand the world and our place in it. Ugh, yes.
Yeah.
All of those would be great.
Love it. So good. Okay, we're gonna hit these last two really quickly. So the first one is, what was your overall impression of 2025 film year?
Yeah, I think for a good chunk of the year, it was Sinners and a bunch of, like, 2 and a 2.5 star movies.
Yeah.
It was just like, "Oh, no. This is a real mediocre year." And then I feel like now that we're in the back half, it's just like, now I have too many great movies to watch all in December. So I feel like it's very much, I don't know, kind of a year of extremes,
Yep.
basically. A lot of, "Meh, it was fine," and then a lot of, "Whoa, that was great." And there's not a
Mhm.
lot in between for me.
Yeah, I would say that this year has been, like, solid. It's been fine. It's not been my favorite year. There's been, like, like, large swath of just, like, okay things that haven't really felt, like, personal and, like, resonant for
Mhm.
me. And then there's, like, the 2 or 3 that I, like, swing so hard behind.
Mhm.
Um, and sometimes there's other years where it's been a little bit like that middle section, it's more of a bell curve. There's been a lot of strong things that I've really loved or have, like, meant something to me, but this year feels like a lot's been okay, and then there's, like, a few bright spots that have made it wonderful. So, but that being said, there's still, like, a lot of things that are coming out now. We're recording this at the beginning of December, so there's more things to see and
Mhm.
more things to get excited about, I'm sure.
Yep.
2026 is a new year for us, but our last question is a more fuzzy one. What film, in your opinion, didn't get enough love? So let's use this opportunity to advocate for something that needs more love, more attention, more views.
Okay, so I wrote down 2 things here because I think one of mine is yours. So I would like you to answer this
Okay.
question first, and then that will dictate which of my 2 I end up picking.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Black Bag
I knew
through and
it!
through, a
Yes.
million times over. I need to tell everybody about this movie because why didn't more people see this? This was an incredible film. It's Soderbergh. It's got so many stars in it. Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett. I don't understand why more people haven't seen this yet, but it's very good. It's incredibly clever. It's only 90 minutes, okay? It's sharp, it's witty, it has a lot to say. It also is this like really fun, spritzy spy backdrop. It's just like everything I love in a movie. So, Black Bag, I need more people to see this, and I will not shut up about this. So, sorry to everybody.
Nor should you. It is a fantastic movie. That was the first thing that I wrote down, but I did not want to steal your thunder, so I do have an alternate. But I would just like to say, times 2 to everything that Jen said. If you have not watched Black Bag, go and watch it. It's so much fun. It's a great time. So my second choice is a film called 40 Acres, and it stars Danielle Deadwyler, who is a fantastic actress who just deserves all the flowers. And she is great in this movie. And it's a short movie, it's an action kind of survival film, and Danielle Deadwyler is fantastic in it. If you are in the mood for some really good action that is sometimes pretty gory, just prepare yourself. I was eating dinner while watching this movie, and I should not have been eating dinner because you see some blood and guts. But go watch 40 Acres. It is such a fun time. Holy moly. Action packed from start to finish. Great Danielle Deadwyler performance. And I can't believe more people haven't seen this film. So if you're in the mood for some action, if you can handle some blood and gore, go watch it.
Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, those are our big recs at the end here to end a call to action, so to speak. Things that are really amazing gems. But, I think this is the beauty of this podcasting medium is that we get to share about the things that we feel excited by and discover new things and get to sharing it all together. So let us know which of these picks you agree with or you disagree with, and let's talk about it more. So yeah, as Sarah mentioned earlier, you can find us, Movies and Us, on all the different podcasting platforms. And we're also on the socials at Movies and Us Pod. We have a sibling show, TV and Us, as well, where we cover TV. We've been covering The Sopranos as of late, which has been so much fun. But just shout out to Morgan for putting together this end of the year collaboration, an amazing list of questions, honestly, so
Mhm.
juicy,
Yeah.
and a great way to reflect on the year and get excited about the upcoming year to come. So, all right. Thank you all.